This is my favorite multi-material route. Hi there, I'm Golden Routes, and today we'll be taking a look at my favorite route here for multi-materials. And it's just really nice because this was the first multi-material route that I had ever created. I loved it so much that I started to create more, and I was pretty much all about making multi-material routes at that time. And I do have a few. I do plan on making some more actually. I just don't know when. But for the most part, this was the first one I created. The idea behind it was these dark iron mobs here, they don't spawn fast enough to continuously farm. And a lot of you probably don't remember why you should be farming these to begin with, and I'll tell you here in a second. But they don't force spawn or anything. So I looked for another means of basically farming to wait until they respawn. And I was also trying to figure out how to get some shadow silk as well, which is very, very important for this farm. Or it used to be. It's not so much anymore, but it used to be. It turns out that this entire zone is just loaded with spiders that drop the silk that we need. So, with that being said, I just made a loop around the zone where the spiders spawn and tried to kind of put the route where I guess you could say herbs and ores spawn. That way I can still pick up herbs and ores even if there aren't any spiders to kill or anything to kill. It was just another means of multi-materials. But the reason why you're going to be farming these dark iron drawers is because they drop this recipe right here. This recipe is the Shadow Weave Mask. It is worth about 5k. Regional price says 7k, but it just depends on your server for these, I believe, still. So with that being said, I wouldn't come out here and farm a whole bunch of them because then you'll drive the price down, and it's really not going to sell for much if you drive the price down. Anyways, this recipe is fairly easy to get. I was about to say I can get one almost every lap, sometimes every other lap, but for the most part I can usually end up with one per lap. So it's kind of nice, but again, don't over farm them or don't over post them, whichever way you want to look at it. If you want to over farm them and save on to them for when the ones sell, then by all means do it that way, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend over posting at all. So you might be wondering why I'm killing these rock guys. Well, after I think 7.2.5 or 7.5 or something like that, Blizzard made a change to all of the mobs that can be mined. That change was they now are guaranteed to drop an ore. So it's just more gold coming my way if I stop, kill, and mine. That takes maybe, what, 10 seconds at most. So if you do it that way, then you're just making a little bit more gold. You know, you gotta maximize your gold per second. Now, I will admit, if I get thorium ore, it's not quite worth it, but if you get mithril ore, then it is pretty well worth it, because mithril was around 8 gold last I knew. It's probably a lot cheaper than that now, if I can even find it. Yeah, it's 4 gold now, but it's still worth it, you know. Another thing to note about this farm is the spiders do have a pretty low drop chance for the silk, but it is still worth it to kill them. And you guys may even be wondering why we should be farming this recipe and the spider silk, but there's actually a mount that you can get with the Shadow Weave mask. So I do plan on covering that a little bit more in another video, but that's actually all for now. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.